What is up, guys? This is your boy Watta's boy 991 here, and I'm back with another Call of Duty and another event. This time it's Alien Invasion Day 2. Yep, I said it wrong, but it is tier 2 of the Independence Day per se. Now, we got the two guys who communicate, so one guy and one alien. It happened like last time with tier 1, which was Kizablib and the president. Now, same thing happens here. I already spent half of the last year for tier 1. Okay, it's fine. As always, it's always golden epic. It's gonna go for red, the Ace's pilot. That is pretty good. I'm gonna use it. You guys will see what the pilot's ability is right after I get the usual, figuring out what the quest is for. But first, before I do that, let's have a look at what the quest is when I choose to start it once I finish the Broom Game, which is the first one of the first, you know, wizard ones. You recruit Sleazy Blip, the alien scientist. You have to reach 300 while she does experiments, and she takes a solid course bang there since it's that 5-way. So you periodically do experiments on one of some of your crusaders, disabling all male DPS or all female DPS, and choosing the round render every time. And they go off and on. They go off for 30 seconds, and they start every 40. Oh wow! So of course, if you have no gender, you're fine, and if you have gender, always triggered, because that's just triggering both. Anyway, I will start it, and I'll show you how this actually works. So this is the challenge here, and tier 1. I'm gonna do a quick mix-up. So we have one. I'm gonna put one female and one male, and you see how it's gonna work. Put one male there. There's your female there. So get the money there, and let's see how bad this works, because I'm putting mine. Got the abilities as always, as this continuously every 10 to 40 seconds. So at the moment, it's out on him, as you can see the globe. So he's got no power, and then it switches across every around 10 seconds, so a total of 70 seconds. And of course the gender is just backwards and forwards. Not too difficult, especially when you start to go over the top and then do this. And then you can see how many is female, how many is male. So it's 4. That was 30 seconds then. And she's on every 40. Because that's just all the females. Just the DPS. At least, the good news is, your ability still counts if you're still trying to buff you guys up, and during that time it might be able to survive, as long as you're not getting pushed too far. I'm happy with that. This should be kinda simple. Let's keep pushing forward as always, and I'm guessing I'm gonna use some of these things as you've seen, because I've got way too many to use. That wasn't too hard, but now we're done. Now I'm going to reset and unlock the second character, which is Red, the Ace pilot. It's another Area 300, and it takes up 5 spots. And like him, it's 5 because of a bi-wing fighter plane, which is fine. I'll show you what it looks like the moment we start this challenge. So yeah, here's the start of that challenge, and that is the plane. That's all it is. The plane is in the way. And so with the amount of spots we have, as you've seen in the picture, we have only 6 available spots, which is not too bad, especially when you can get the buffs done the right way around. So like, put one down there, put your Veronica so you can buff back there, get your Gorlock to go do behind him. So I'll go do this, fill the spots, and then after a while you get an idea of how you should be able to make it. Put my money guy up there, Grand Walk, kinda can't work as much as I wanted to. You'd have to use like Billy for there and Robo Tick, I guess, for there for the buff. It's not gonna be much, but it's a start, and again, it'll be a simple race to surround as long as you continuously update like normal. So I'll see you just after 300. And we're done. I guess we overdid again like last time. But yeah, no, basically this was simply easy because it's only the plane. I decided to somehow get it done with only 2 speed points available, maybe 3. No, just those 2. So I guess it's the one here. Anyway, I'm gonna reset now and then move on to the next one, which would be any of these 3. Which is Catastrophe Atrium. 400 Watta world is ending. They take the 3 spots as you can see there. 1, 2, 3. And you must immediately continuously damaging your Crusaders. Meanwhile, a cocksure ore driller and his 2 lackeys take up slots in your formation. Charming. Doesn't seem too bad. I'm gonna have a look at it straight after this. So, this is the one here, as you can see, there you go, meters dropping that quickly, it's going to continuously damage. So now it's a case of just rushing through. I'm going to need Billy at least to push it forward. I'm also going to need the parrot to push it faster, and I've got to get to 400. That's not too bad as long as you keep on moving forward, and as long as Billy gets back in 31 minutes, I will make a setting the moment it happens, because geez, it's going to take a while, especially knocking out every... We're definitely done now. As you can see, 419. As always, the damage will still occur no matter how high you go. I can leave it running for a long while, just because I have all of the extra points of like, I think 8,000. Anyway, I'm gonna reset just because I say I need to get this done. And the next one we're gonna do is parasites. So also need this one. 3 area parasites jump from the slotted formation. Now 2 of them are red, and they reduce it to Crusaders DPS by 100%. Means completely knocking out the DPS, I guess. However, the single with 1 gold parasite, and it knocks out the formation abilities. And they move. Yay! Then that's kind of going to be another annoying one. Then again, it's aliens, so aliens can get stupidly annoying. So we'll find out in a minute how bad is it, because I think it's not too bad. I hope not bad at all. So, I'll give it an explanation of this ability without touching it. As you can see, there's 1, 2, 3. The gold disables your abilities in general, your FAs. The red ones do you damage. So, and they keep moving around every about 10 seconds or so, which is fine. So if I go click 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you keep done it, so I can keep moving on. But then you move the red one on top, it does nothing because it's not click damage. You do that one, it does nothing as well because it's still click damage. But the moment you go click on and put the there you go, no damage. And if you also put the usual dude here, he does damage, but he doesn't have the abilities, they just appeared. So yeah, exactly as it says. They're gonna keep moving around, and it's gonna be bloody hot potato. I'm loving it, not really, but I'll run it anyway. Now, definitely being overkill in this. Marked at 450, I'm doing 488. I've got, I think, a couple hours at least, and also more like a couple of days. I got more than a week, and I'm already on the second to last challenge. Oh geez, I can kind of take my time a little bit, try and get to 600, I guess, or beat my 574. As you can see here, around the highest area thing, and move on after that, probably like 650, and move on to the last and final one, which would be the War of the Worlds. Each area of 500 while under the siege from massive aliens machines. Giant and vulnerable alien tripods ran randomly and more towards your formation really slowly. When they reach your formation, they do an insta-kill. So it's an insta-kill one, which is a rush, and you're going to have Billy the Smithsonian again. Man, you'll also be addicted to use poly now, because if you do poly, it rushes. I can't do poly. Poly can kind of help, but can't help. You have to have the double at least. Oh jeez, oh buddy, I'm just gonna run with the regular at the moment, and that will be me. I hope. Now, while I'm at it, before I move on to the last one, which was War of the Worlds, I'm gonna quickly do what I normally do and give you the quick summary of their skills, just in case you give an idea of how it is with basically no epics, or any skills. But first one is Splines. It's not loaded, unfortunately. They're not playing to do and paired with. Increases his health of Syslibib by 100%. Then you gotta bio-assimilate. Perhaps we can improve upon our biology. Increases the critical click chance by 0.25 per monster killed up to 5%. Cause we're farming. Auto Alien, doing Clickorama ability. The Symbiosis, which is the formation ability, and that does this. If we just work together, Crusaders not near to Syslib increase your click damage to 25% of their damage, which means you put your main away, you get the click damage. You also have this, the 25% for the 100, yep. After that, you have cause the click monster to improve 30% slower for 5 seconds, which is fine. And the last final one is Evolution. Increase the effect of Symbiosis by 10% for each Crusader not next to Syslib. So if you move it back here, that works better. Because now it will do all the abilities, which is fine. Anyway, the second one we have is Red, the Ace Pilot. Here's the got epic, as I said, and does the cover ability, and you'll see what actually it does. We have Locked On, DPS of everybody by 10%, Cover, the one that's affected. Increases the damage dealt to monsters attacking Crusaders next to her, and increases increases the damage that is done to monsters via the attacking her, next to her, and the column in front of her by 32.5. You've done the 10% increase again. You have the effect of cover by 100% for each Crusader next to her. So if you move it back to there, she probably does a lot more damage, and you put him back to there, because why the heck not? It might work. And then you have Ace Pilot for the 100% level 1. You have the extra DPS buff, and the last final one is Call for Backup. We're going in, we're going to full throttle. Increases cover for if she's getting attacked, which is another one which kind of covers each other out in the end. That is not too bad. I kind of get that, and that's why I'm going to kind of try for a little bit. I'm enjoying them at the moment, but who knows, we'll figure out how really interesting they are. Just seeing that reminds me, I need to figure out something I needed to do. Anyway, we'll get back onto the program of War of the Worlds. Here you go, guys. Just started at War of the Worlds 500 under siege from monsters. Vulnerable, randomly dual tripods, and when they reach the information, they're just gonna die. So as you see, they're gonna slowly move. And when they do touch the first one for a kill, would be the walk thing, or like you did. So now it's a case of just rushing forward. No, there's no tomorrow, which is fine because as I said, your lead's gonna have him on the field when they put it to it. And then we'll organise a way of getting him getting a buff like that at the moment, so he can trade more stuff. But now it's the case of getting the gold find and whatnot to push him around. Apart from that, he did. Crap. I might need a faster spawn run. Anyway, I'll do my done list. That should be it done. I have 4 days, nearly 5 days, just about 5 days to get to 500. It shouldn't be too bad, but I'm just going to question if I speed the boost, speed the spawn of him, would that cause these to speed as well as those, which are going to be watching? That's a question I'm trying to think about, so I want to figure out what happens. Hopefully I can get it done before I completely get smashed, otherwise that's going to be a bit of a doozy. That's going to be a bit of a doozy. Yeah. Rats. So that was a rather interesting Alien Independence Day, because it's nearly 4th of July anyway. So happy Independence Day, guys. As always, guys, this is your boy Waters Boy 981 saying comment, like, and subscribe to my channel for more videos of COTLI, the occasional live stream, and everything else in between. Apart from that, guys, I'll catch you later. Bye.